What brings you here?
A wonderful aroma.
I'm cooking a traditional Temerian sauerkraut stew.
Any work for me?
If memory serves, a witcher is like a magical warrior.
I slay monsters, drowners, kikimors.
I'll doubtless need you sometime.
Any work?
Yes, I am having terrible trouble with my husband.
What happened?
That old fool found himself a succubus. Thinks I can't hear them frolicking at night.
I'm to get rid of the succubus?
I learned an old folk remedy from my mother. I'll need 9 handfuls of glimmering dust from the hair of noon wraiths in the fields.
What about payment?
I have this herb manual listing local herbs. Bring me dust to scare off the succubus, and you'll have the book.
I'll take the job.
Deal. Master.
You must be an excellent cook.
Oh, it's nothing. My husband slaughtered a pig, and I decided to make sauerkraut stew. I have other specialties.
My stomach is rumbling.
You're quite thin. I made ribs in mead yesterday. Care for some?
Gladly.
There you are, bless you.
Remind me what to do?
Bring me 9 handfuls of glimmering dust from the noon wraiths in the field. These phantoms only come out in daytime.
Farewell.
You, sir, step here.
What is it?
I overheard you speaking with my wife. I have an offer for you.
Not interested in partying with your charming demoness?
My wife exaggerates about the frolicking. As a man, you understand innocent entertainment harms no one.
What do you propose?
A folk spell will put the succubus to sleep for a while. My wife will calm down, and afterwards, I can quietly awake the succubus.
What do you need?
9 handfuls of shadow dust from devourers. They appear in the fields at night and are very dangerous.
What will I get in exchange?
I have red meteorite, which can improve your sword. Or perhaps you'd prefer gold. Say 500 orens?
Sorry, I promised to help your wife.
Yes?
What do you need?
9 handfuls of shadow dust from devourers. They appear in the fields at night and are very dangerous.
What will I get in exchange?
I have red meat.
Sorry.
Yes?
Monster slayers always find employment here.
Alvin admires you.
Good morning.
Greetings. I'm Geralt the Witcher.
Dandelion once sang a love ballad about a witcher.
How heartwarming.
Are witchers like knights, struggling against evil and villainy?
Dandelion, I'm sure, described my profession realistically.
The ballad was romantic. Lovers bound by destiny, unable to meet.
Romantic indeed.
I'm to marry soon. What brings you here?
You taking care of Alvin?
Yes. He has such beautiful, big eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, my husband-to-be won't adopt Alvin.
Can I speak to Alvin?
Yes, he'll be in the village, or helping around the house.
Farewell.
Wait, I have a request. If you happen to pass by the inn, would you be kind enough to look in on my fiancé? And perhaps see if my sister Selena can be found anywhere.
Your fiancé's spending time at the inn?
We're not speaking. He's very irritated. We argued about Alvin.
Arguing already?
Julian wishes us to have our own children. He wants to send Alvin to the Temple of Melatella, or to be trained as a witcher. You'll find him at the tavern.
I see.
Hi, Geralt. I have a new home. It's nicer than Vizima was. It's just that I missed you.
You like it here?
I do! Are we gonna kill monsters together?
Alvin, fighting monsters is very dangerous. Promise you'll avoid it whenever possible.
I promise. There are elves around here. One is really beautiful, but she argued with Mr. Tobias. Can we play Kill the Elf?
Boy, I really need to talk to you and Alina.
It's not Alina. All the kids play it. I'm always the Grand Master.
We'll talk later.
Yeah?
You should stop playing Kill the Elf.
I really like that game. I always win. Well, almost.
Alvin?
Okay, I'll stop. Yes?
How did you get to Murky Waters?
I was learning the Elder language with Triss. There was a terrible storm. Then Triss told me to hide under the bed.
Go on.
I heard heavy footsteps on the stairs. Then Triss got angry at those men, angrier than she was when I colored her dress with magic paint that is only seen in the dark.
I can imagine.
I heard cries and people falling down the stairs, and I smelt burnt meat. Then more men came through the windows on ropes. They got Triss and beat her, I think. And a man in glasses asked her where I was. She said she teleported me to a friend in Kovir, where the air is clean and there are many things to do.
What happened then?
The one in glasses said something about playing with her, and Triss said you would find him and kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And then she kicked him between the legs and he started crying, and the others were afraid to get close to her because she started casting spells.
Yeah, Triss is good at taking care of herself. Don't worry about her.
Then someone ordered the room to be searched and they found me. I ran, and they chased me, and I was running so fast. But then I tripped, and they caught me. They put a sack on my head and led me somewhere. I was scared, more than in the outskirts. I shut my eyes and imagined I was far away from those people. Somewhere beautiful with the sun shining. And then Alina found me. I'm not lying.
I believe you.
I won't go back there. They'll hurt me. Trish should come here.
It's all right. Let's see.
I'll be good. I promise.
Be good. I'll see you later.
Why do you seek me?
Has Alvin been behaving strangely?
He told some terrible stories. I thought him delirious.
What did he say?
Something about ghosts condemned to suffer eternally by unrequited love. It was so...
Romantic, I know. I'll find him.
Why do you seek me?
Farewell. Be...
I dreamt of a world encased in ice. A refreshing dream in heat like this.
Greetings. I'm Adam.
Geralt.
I strive to compose a love poem for my beloved Alina.
Ask Dandelion the poet. Supposedly he's pretty good.
He said love would inspire me. He busies himself performing a diversionary maneuver.
A maneuver?
He's courting the miller's daughter to make Miss Arlene jealous. Clever, that one.
Like a fox. Can I ask you something?
Yes?
You're in love with Alina? You know she's getting married.
I love her secretly, so you must be discreet. And marriage is never an obstruction to true love.
Bye.
What heat! May the sun set quickly, though recently I've had terrible dreams of night wraiths.
Tell me your dreams.
Midnight demons emerge when the moon is high. I dream they carry me through the air, dance around me, then let me fall.
Where did these dreams come from?
One night I saw night wraiths dancing in the fields. Even as I say this, I feel my flesh creep.
Tell me more.
I saw demons born of moonlight, wind, and the soil cooled after a day's heat. They hovered over the ground raving. When one gazed at me, I ran as fast as my legs could carry me. I swore never to venture into the fields at night.
Thanks. I'll tend to the night wraiths.
What?
Tell me your dream.
Midnight.
Another time.
But Alina should.
I saw a Rusalka by the lake, but was puzzled to see her bleeding from the mouth. I asked Witcher Berengar about her.
What did he say?
She proved to be a Bruxa in truth.
How do you know what a Bruxa is?
My grandmother told me of vampires when I was young.
Tell me.
The Bruxa is a vampire. A vampire almost as horrid as the Nosferatu. Quite attractive. Bruxae easily lead foolish boys astray. She has her way with them, then sucks their life away. Bruxae give you nightmares. Usually they remain silent, though they can scream terribly. Fortunately, they cannot stand garlic. Oh, they're rendered helpless when you cut off their heads.
Thanks. I'll be sure to smack any Bruxa I meet with garlic and decapitate her right away.
I'm pleased to be of use.
I hope the elves leave this place as soon as possible. You followed the aroma of my fresh bread?
You could say that.
All my goods contain finest flour and a secret ingredient from a grateful nymph.
I need something.
How may I help?
I've got 20 orens for 5 loaves of bread.
Bread is 5 orens a loaf, and 5 loaves will be 25 orens. How may...
Have any other secret ingredients?
Sadly, though I know one recipe I haven't been able to try.
What's that?
Can't say. I would need white honey, though I know not what that is.
You know what witchers do?
Course. Witches are like sorcerers, but worse.
Worse?
Yeah, their balls are wilted.
I'll leave.
Got one in the family? Ooh, bad luck. How may I'm about to get angry. How I'm about to get
We'll speak tomorrow, okay?
Greetings, sir.
Never mind the sir. I'm Geralt.
'Tis a true honour. Geralt.
How are you with the bow?
Best in the village. I can hit an apple at 50 paces.
Great.
Yes?
Don't you want to be a builder like your father?
Not really. When my father refurbished our hut, the doors wouldn't close. The stairs are such that even the cat fears them, and when it rains...
I see.
Besides, I prefer to use my bow. One day, I'll enter a tournament in Vizima.
Good luck.
Yes?
Farewell.
We'll speak tomorrow, okay?
How strange!
I love weddings.
Old age is no joke. My grandma says nothing matches the beauty.
Yes?
Any elves around?
They camp nearby, but look like nothing from epic poetry. Ill and starving. Many have perished.
Are they peaceful?
Entirely. Mr. Tobias sought to help them, but the she-elf later refused human charity.
Typical elves. Farewell.
Yes?
How's your poem?
Your hands, fine and slender,
Your hips big and tender, all night and all day, spin my head a painful way.
Enough. Speak no more.
Yes?
Bye.
You're different. How interesting.
What?
Tell me your...
Midnight?
Another time.
How could she have treated me that way?
A gas gear has appeared by the old tree again. What was I supposed to do?
Take a good look, Mr. Witcher. You're not likely to ever see another cow like this, and...
She is impressive.
Look at that glistening coat. A tail, and that udder.
Mm-hmm.
We plan to mate her with a champion bull from Bullsville. That'll be something. A stock known round the world.
No doubt.
Ah, our strawberry is so beautiful.
Later. She...
That'll be...
No doubt. Later.
A true queen.
Look here, our champion.
For a drink.
Somehow I cannot forget the maiden on the lakeside. Nonsense.
Greetings.
Hello.
What be your moniker?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Lucky to have two witches visit us. Ha ha! I, Tobias Hoffman, am the village chief.
Haha, yourself.
Beastie Beta, what brings you here?
I wanted to talk to you about the Vodyanoi.
Julian's in charge of that business.
Business?
He fishes treasures from the lake, renovates them, and sends them to markets in Visima.
Any work for a witcher?
A creature looking like a fish with legs appears by the lake. They say the crypt in the fields is home to a beast. It has huge teeth, resembles a dead mother-in-law. Horrible, they say.
Any reward for these creatures?
Bring proof, and I'll be generous.
Tell me more.
About what?
Any non-humans around here?
Elves live on the shore. Pretty disagreeable lot. I thought to give them leftover food. They looked at me so cold I nearly froze. They're a strange bunch. Still, I've enough to do here in the village without worrying about them.
I heard there's going to be a wedding.
Yes, my dear daughter Alina is marrying a gallant, hard-working and honest fellow. You know the joy that finding a good lad for your daughter brings? No? Thought not. Fighting is all your kind thinks about.
That's not quite true, but listen, got any jobs for a witcher?
There are more urgent matters. We'll need to discuss that another time.
Farewell.
How strange.
Stay away from our Rizalka, Witcher.
Old age is no jest.
Good morning, Witcher.
Greetings. You look sad.
My sister will wed a man she doesn't like. I have naught to wear to the wedding, for our father expended his savings on his beloved daughter's dowry. Furthermore, it's hot as hell. But all goes well otherwise.
Doesn't sound good. May I ask a question?
Yes?
Is your sister happy about getting married?
She's happy. She has no concern for her younger sister. Alina doesn't deserve happiness. Oh, how I hate that nymphette! Now she's ensnared Julian, a wealthy town merchant, while she wanders about with her nose in the clouds.
Don't worry. You'll find a good husband.
Better than Julian? Not, woe, I suffer for the masses, Adam? How pathetic. Or perhaps you mean the hermit? Such are my options. Did you see the engagement ring Julian gave Alina? A diamond larger than a pigeon's egg.
Calm yourself.
Why take her side? Admit it, she's dazzled you. Oh, how I despise her! She'll not have you. I'll give myself to you right now on the nearest rock. You merely need to give me a nicer ring than the one Julian gave Alina.
I have the ring.
Show me. It must be more beautiful than Alina's engagement ring. We'll achieve nothing that way. Yeah. Show me. That's the ring? So be it. I'll show Alina I can have any man.
But...
Kiss me.
All right.
How untrue that revenge tastes better served cold.
Geralt, is that you? How are things?
I found Alvin.
Alvin? Wait a minute. Triss wanted me to do something, hammered it into my head for an hour. Oh yeah, I have a Dimeridium amulet for him.
Dandelion, I can't trust you to do anything.
Is that so? Well, I just remembered I had a package for you.
A package?
I don't know. Something. But I might have lost it.
Quit pouting, Dandelion. What do you have for me?
Fine. I have a letter to you from your lover.
Triss, hand it over.
Welcome to my inn, traveller.
Greetings.
If you're weary, rest. If you wish food or drink, call my daughter.
I will.
Make yourself at home.
Thanks.
May I help you?
I have questions.
Ask, traveller.
What's special about this settlement?
Murky waters. We live in seclusion. Tobias Hoffman leads us. Know, too, that our ancestors once inhabited the underwater city.
Tell me about Tobias.
He lives in the village but prepares for a wedding, so likely has no time.
I'll talk to him anyway.
If he's occupied, try speaking with his future son-in-law, Julian.
Thanks for the advice.
May I help you?
I have questions.
Ask.
What's special about
Murky
the underwater city?
Lake waters engulfed the underwater city. Some say the gods were angered by debauchery. Now the Vodianoi inhabit the city.
Did I sense pride?
We glory in our ancient heritage, just as we take pride in our prize-winning cow. As for our ancestors' bad habits, much has changed since then.
Prize-winning cow.
She's in the corral between the houses. Our pride and joy. She's made Murky Waters famous.
Thanks for the story.
May I help you?
I have questions.
Ask.
What's special?
Murky.
The underwater city?
Lake water.
Vodianoi?
An ancient underwater race. We used to respect each other, but relations have worsened.
Tell me about them.
They appeared long ago, before the city was engulfed. They live in underwater palaces. They produce tools and baubles, including the famous Stones of Iz, supposedly magical. Their warriors, though fierce in battle, seldom attack on land. They chiefly drive away treasure hunters.
An underwater race of rational beings. Interesting.
Greetings, sir.
Spacious tavern.
What? You think everything's small in the country?
I meant no offense.
How can I help?
I saw your notice.
I need wyvern eggs for my famous omelettes.
Here are 3.
Wonderful. Here's your coin. How can I help?
Where's the village mayor?
There's a large hut in the village where the mayor spends his time, but he lives in another large hut, so...
I'll find it.
How can I help?
Any interesting news?
A wedding, that's what. The mayor's daughter, Elena, is marrying a townsman called Julian. He's staying here at my inn.
One thing.
Yes?
You look sad. Can I help?
Perhaps. Crooked Lou and Bucktooth Bone stole a case of best firewater. Return it, and a useful artifact is yours.
What artifact?
It was a jest.
Not funny.
Your question reminded me of some old games. I couldn't resist.
No matter.
How can I help?
One thing.
Yes?
You must know some interesting stories.
Sure. I'm an innkeeper. Long ago, in a valley far away, lived a girl. She was a true princess, sorceress, and witcheress.
All 3? Isn't that a bit much?
Don't interrupt. You want to hear the story or not?
I won't interrupt again.
A story about destiny might prove useful, Witcher. She was born a princess who wanted for nothing, had loving parents and a grandmother who was a great queen. She lived in palaces guarded by hundreds of knights. Everyone thought she'd become a powerful queen, but fate had other plans. Her parents died. Enemies butchered her grandmother and took the kingdom. Still, the princess survived. Her fate became bound to one particular witcher. She gained a new family at Kaer Morhen, the hold of the witches. She learned to fight, yet destiny once again made noise. The lass had magical talent. She was a source. The witches feared the uncontrolled power of a source and needed a sorceress to assist them. She studied arcane magic. The sorceress loved a witcher, and the two adopted the girl. She was truly happy and could have become a powerful sorceress. But war broke out and fate separated the family. Aggrieved, the lass disavowed magic and became a huntress. Learning to love killing, death followed her. Everyone she'd loved had died. Only the witcher and the sorceress denied death's calling. Fate cast her to foreign shores, yet she returned. The worst assassin tailed her, yet she emerged victorious. Agents of all kingdoms pursued her, yet none caught her. When she killed all her enemies and peace descended upon the world, she rejoined the witcher and sorceress, only to have destiny sneer at her again.
What happened?
A peasant, unskilled in arms, killed the witcher. The sorceress died trying to revive him. The girl could do nothing, for she disavowed magic. So the princess who would not rule, the witcheress who fought humans, and the sorceress who cast no spells used her power as a means to leave this world.
I sense you haven't told all.
All but one. Her name was Cyrilla. What's that matter?
Farewell. One thing.
Yes?
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure. A bargain at 7 orens.
Maybe later.
How can I help?
Fair.
Did the lady of the lake appear to you?
Greetings, Witcher. I've heard a lot of good things about your kind.
That's rare. Usually people treat me like a leper.
Not in my house. When I was a child, I heard many tales of a witcher who saved my grandfather's life in exchange for a silver penny.
That must have been a while back. I'm Geralt.
Oh, yes. In the olden days. I'm Julian. It's a pleasure.
I'm here about the notice.
I'll buy any basilisk hides you have. Reptile skin shoes are in fashion in Vizima, you know.
I'll come and see you if I find any more.
Hurry, no fashion lasts forever.
Tell me the story of your grandfather.
Grandfather, may Melitele watch over his soul, had a plot of land. A piece of a rocky, frozen valley in northern Kovir, and a deserted coal mine with no coal. Grandfather always said that a treasure was concealed in the valley. He worked hard every year to discover that treasure. Initially, many gladly took the jobs he offered and helped. But soon it became clear that Grandfather had gone mad, that there was no treasure. When he was 47, had rheumatism and a collection of bobolak scalps above his mantle, he was overcome with grief and went outside. He began cursing the heavens, berating all the known gods in the foulest language he knew. The gods answered. There was a terrible rumble, and an avalanche descended on the valley. Grandfather regained consciousness, burrowed out of the snow, and looked around to see something that would change his life. The entire valley was glimmering strangely, glimmering so beautifully that he nearly didn't see the beast coming towards him with a heavy gait. Grandfather fled, bending over once to pick up a strangely glimmering stone. In short, he escaped. Descending from the mountains, he encountered a witcher who agreed to slay the monster in exchange for a silver penny. They returned to the valley, and the witcher slew the beast. He could not help noticing the wealth laying in that valley, yet he demanded nothing beyond the penny promised him earlier. Grandfather grew to trust him and knew that sooner or later someone or something would come along and want to take his treasure, for the treasure in the valley was immense, Geralt. Diamond deposits that took years to extract. They became partners. The Witcher watched the workers, killed monsters, drove off bandits, and Grandfather managed the business. He's a legend in Kovir, and my family is wealthy and respected. That's the whole story.
What's up?
Soon I'll marry the village mayor's daughter, Alina. We're planning our wedding as we speak.
I wanted to ask about Alvin.
He needs a caretaker who is knowledgeable about magic, and neither I nor my future spouse are suited to be his guardian.
I see.
You should train him to be a witcher.
You know not what you ask. For the time being, I'll keep an eye on him.
Geralt? Get up.
Geralt?
What happened in Vizima after I disappeared?
Who knows? I left soon after you. Though I did hear that you staged quite a bloodbath.
Sometimes killing is necessary.
Now don't get offended, but has killing people become a pleasure for you?
Salamanders and their kind deserve to die.
I won't judge you. I just hope you know what you're doing.
I do.
Geralt?
How do you like the country?
It's wonderful. Wine, women, song and dice through the night.
Dice? I've played. Didn't think the game was popular in the provinces.
People here go wild for it. It's incredible.
I doubt I'll find anyone who's a challenge.
Try me. Some say I'm as good at poker as I am at poetry.
I'll believe it when I see it.
When I'm done with you, you'll be looking for solace among the elves. One of them's not bad, actually.
like to gamble?
I love gambling.
Female gamblers are rare.
So are interesting men. If you don't care to play, leave.
Geralt?
I wanted to answer that letter.
Good idea. I have pen and parchment. Think of a beginning.
All right. Dearest Triss.
Your romance is blooming. I'm happy for you, Geralt.
I don't want to talk about it. Now what? Something about Alvin?
I'm sure she's worried about him.
And I can ask her to notify Foltest immediately about his doings.
She could find that interesting. Sit down and write it. The fisherman could take it to Vizima. Geralt?
How do I get the letter off?
Best see the fisherman. He'll take it to Vizima.
So, what will the new ballad be about?
It'll be a masterpiece, in verse. Interesting, horrifying, romantic.
And the story?
Engaging and straight from life. I changed my mind, see? Poets don't need to embellish. Life is colorful enough.
Aim to write about peasants working the fields? Dandelion, I know you better than that.
Not as well as you think. You'll see. Geralt?
What happened in
Who knows?
Sometimes
Now don't get...
I only kill humans in self-defense.
Like the old days. Try as we might, we just can't...
I sense we haven't seen the worst of them yet.
Be careful.
I will.
Geralt?
See.
Fighting mother,
I heard you beat Butterbean and Fat Fred.
And Gablada. I'm looking for a worthy opponent.
Then welcome. They call me The Rock.
Sounds ominous.
Want to fight a real champion?
What's the wager?
500 orins.
I'm in.
Indeed. The bliss of music.
I'm itching to hit someone.
Congratulations, champ. Before you collect your reward, know another fight awaits.
Who with?
Go to the swamp, where you'll meet the Nameless One. Choose your reward.
I'll take the coin.
500 orins is yours. No challenge?
Fair. See ya.
Now.
Farewell.
Greetings again, Geralt.
Greetings, Abigail. You found a new home.
I was welcomed with open arms. Their own healer died last winter. If you like, I'll betray to you their greatest secret.
You haven't changed a bit.
I've developed a special ointment, drawing on the old healer's recipe. It makes their cow's coat shine. In truth, I have changed. What brings you here? For I cannot believe you missed me.
Did you post this notice?
About the Devourer's teeth? I need 10 for a love potion.
Then I'm off to hunt Devourers.
I await your catch.
Why don't you live in the village?
Witches live outside villages, as they always have. You must accept that.
Abigail, remember the cave?
The past is past, nothing more.
Why do you seek me?
I saw Julian and Selena together, but don't get bent out of shape. Selena's starved for attention. Julian didn't seem really interested.
Selena can be unbearable, but she'll change if she marries. And Julian, well, he loves me, and no argument can change that. I merely wanted to be sure Julian was well, without him knowing or thinking I was concerned. Thank you, Witcher.
Ah, women. I'm looking for Alvin.
If he's not in the village, check the fairy tale ruins nearby.
Thanks.
Monster slayers always find employment here.
Geralt of Rivia himself. You're renowned in the ghost world.
Alvin, step away. Summoned ghosts can be very dangerous.
I just wanted to use the power like Triss.
Normally I'm kind, just lonely of late. I'd like Alvin to keep me company playing dice. He's a clever boy.
Leave him alone.
A classic solution, then. Let's play for him. The loser leaves the boy to the other.
You don't stand a chance.
Confident. Splendid.
I don't want to. You saved me. I was scared.
Everything's all right.
I know.
What drew you to these ruins?
The hermit told me they were magic. Triss said I'd learn to cast spells someday. I like magic.
Happiness never lasts. I had no right to expose Alvin that way. The salamanders don't know the concept of mercy. They'd stop at nothing. I wasn't made to be a father. I'm a witcher. Sometimes I truly regret. I miss them. Her. I have a gift for you. You like this dimeridium necklace?
Necklaces are for girls.
This'll keep your nightmares at bay. I wear one too.
An amulet like yours.
Do you want to live with Alina and Julian?
I dream about Alina. I see her in the fields, dancing in sunlight, searching. She tells me to help, but I know we won't find anything. When I wake, I can't breathe and feel bad.
They're just bad dreams, Alvin.
Would you want to live with ordinary people? Witchers protect people like these. Simple, defenseless, normal.
Put on the necklace.
Dwan, look into my eyes. See your death. I don't need to hear this. You're not even human.
Alvin.
Now do you see the necessity of this action, no matter the price? Geralt, open your mind.
bones seemed to have petrified. The bones seemed to have petrified. Be good.
Yes?
I'd like to talk to you.
I'm in no mood.
Farewell.
A customer.
Why so surprised?
Rarely do any buy arms in murky waters. I'm no salesman like my father.
Your father?
My father told me to sell arms. But if no one buys... Oh, but better not to argue with father.
Maybe he wanted you busy.
Perhaps. I'm to sit quiet and sell to those who want to buy.
Yeah?
What do you need?
9.
What will I?
I have read.
Sorry.
Yes?
How strange. Maybe I should meet him.
Monster slayers always find employment here.
This place stinks.
I'm glad to see you.
What happened?
Alina went for a walk in the fields and hasn't returned. I'm losing my mind. Geralt, Please help me.
Fine. I'll go look for her.
Thank you.
Fair.
Hey, Geralt! These fields are great to play in.
Do you have the necklace?
I wear it constantly.
Do you still have nightmares?
Not when I nap during the day, but at night. I have strange dreams.
You needn't tell me.
I dream about Alina. I see her in the fields, dancing in sunlight, searching. She tells me to help, but I know we won't find anything. When I wake, I can't breathe and feel bad.
They're just bad dreams, Alvin. Be
A shawl full of juicy, sun-drenched raspberries for my beloved. Have you seen my shawl, Wanderer? I lost it. I'm to marry soon, but I must see my lover one last time. How sad he'll be if I bring him no sweet raspberries. Love is suffering, a pain that pierces my soul like a spear. Where is my beloved? Come rest in the sun. Ah, my dear sister, I cried on your shoulder. Why? Why do I feel so cold?
Because you're dead, Alina.
You lie! I shall scratch your eyes out!
But...
Yes?
Big.
You killed my beloved Alina!
I didn't mean to!
Lawyer, you were jealous of her! Die, murderer!
Ah!
Witcher, can you hear me? You who are neither man nor ghost, mortal whom death follows.
Who are you?
A soul damned to wander the world forever.
Who cursed you?
I myself did, in killing my sister Alina, out of jealousy.
Selina?
Love denied. The sun denied. It burns! At night I sing my plaintive song. Witcher.
Who are you? Who cursed?
I'm a
Selina?
love.
can I help?
Anything a witcher can do for you?
I do have a problem.
How can I help?
There's a druid's ring nearby with an ancient statue of the goddess. The place is saturated with the power and attracts dangerous entities.
Not surprising.
The wild hunt began haunting the ring recently. Its king hopes to lure the souls of the warriors laid in the kurgans by my hut.
I have dealt with the hunt. What would you like me to do?
Kill 9 phantoms, a hallowed number of the druids. Perhaps the appearance of a witcher will drive off the king of the hunt. As your reward, you may have a book on vampires, ownership of a hut, or a wreath of immortelles.
I can do that.
Remember this. The king of the hunt is a powerful opponent, and no mortal, not even you, can hope to defeat him.
So how do I fight him?
Find mandrake root by the kurgans near my hut. The magic herb will keep the king of the hunt at bay. Merely light the candle that stands within the ring and sprinkle mandrake upon the flame.
Yeah, that sounds helpful.
How?
Remind me what... How do I handle...
Fine.
Yeah. Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Who lies beneath the kurgans I saw before your hermitage?
Knights who died serving the lady over the ages. Gavender defended her honour against the Black Skull Knight. Elavera perished at the foot of her altar fighting a water beast. Boar's tomb is symbolic, for the knight was lost on a holy mission. The last is for Renard, an ordinary innkeeper who stopped customers from pissing in the lake.
Do you take care of the kurgans?
Indeed. That is how I serve the lady. Her power is strong near the kurgans. At night, sometimes you can speak with the lady's champions. From them I draw wisdom and knowledge of past times.
Who is the Lady of the Lake?
I know her to be a goddess. At times I see her dressed in white, traversing the fields through morning fog, her bare feet stepping lightly over the dewy grass.
Do you like her?
I love her. I believe the lady is not of this world. Mysteriously, she affects the entire area, safeguarding its people and granting them abundance. Yet her influence is subtle, and she never imposes her power.
Intriguing.
How can I help?
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
I heard you're an expert on the legend of the Holy Grail.
You seek the Holy Grail?
I might. Let's talk first.
Know that the legend of the Holy Grail has been studied for centuries. It's been interpreted in myriad ways.
You must know an abridged version. Say, 3 theories?
There are hundreds. But all right, 3. The classic theory, of which I myself am a proponent. The conspiracy theory. And finally, one of the most mysterious. The philosophical or mystical. Which one first?
The philosophical, mystical one.
The most esoteric. The Grail is a concept, a general understanding of good. The search for the Grail is nothing beyond an ordinary quest for perfection.
Interesting.
The Grail has no specific form or shape. It differs for each individual. It can be an object, an idea, a discovery. It can also be a search for the truth about oneself. This theory claims the quest for the Grail to be the goal in itself. The result is of secondary importance.
What are you suggesting?
I serve the lady and am more insightful than you think. I know you return to the world of the living from death, presumably in search of something, but that is none of my concern. Just remember one thing.
What?
At the end of your journey, the Grail may prove to be entirely different from what you initially expected it to be.
Tell me the classic theory.
Good choice. The Grail is a cup, a powerful magical object whose meaning cannot be fathomed by even the most powerful sorcerers. This chalice possesses the power to heal all diseases, poisonings, and wounds, and pain will turn into power. One theory also states that in the hands of a rightful ruler, it can heal entire lands and protect their inhabitants from danger, creatures of the dark, natural disasters, and so forth.
Sounds like Dandelion's ballads, only without a love story.
All who drink from this miraculous cup are healed, fortified, and enlightened to understand the truth.
Let's move on to the conspiracy theory. That one sounds interesting.
This was popularized by Bronze Dan and begins with a convoluted theory about the derivation of the word Grail. A few tortuous pages in, we learn the Holy Grail is actually Sangreal, which in the Elder tongue denotes royal hallowed blood. Bronze Dan concludes that the Grail is actually the descendants of the prophet Lebioda.
Enough of this conspiracy talk. Tell me the classic theory.
Good choice. This sound all.
Go on.
Knights have been seeking the Grail for ages. Yet
any specific instruction?
Unfortunately, I know.
Thank you. Can I ask?
What is it?
What do you know about the Wild Hunt?
'Tis a group of crazed spectres who traverse the heavens searching for souls like themselves. They are susceptible to magic, especially of the ritual kind.
Can I ask you something?
What?
What can the Wreath of Immortelles do?
You might find it useful.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why does the Lady of the Lake seem skeptical about the search for the Holy Grail?
Many fine knights set out seeking the Grail, abandoning their roles as guardians of peace and justice under the guidance of the Fisher King and the Lady of the Lake. Now the Fisher King is mute and the knight's gone. I think the lady must be very lonely.
But she's a goddess.
You know not how lonely a goddess. Do you think goddesses cannot be lonely? The gods ultimately created us in their own image.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Who lies beneath...
Night.
Who lies beneath the fifth mound?
The last stands empty, awaiting a new champion.
Thank you.
How can I...